Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, recently tied a ribbon around the UFC 219 pay-per-view, PPV, event, which took place last Saturday night, December 30, 2017, inside T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, featuring prelims on Fox Sports 1 and UFC Fight Pass. UFC 219 was headlined by the women's featherweight title fight pitting reigning division queen Chris Cyborg opposite former women's bantamweight champion Holm. Elsewhere on the card, Khabib Nurmagomedov reclaimed his spot in the 155-pound title chase by destroying Brazilian striker Edson Barboza. Missed the event? Too hungover to remember what happened? No worries, as we've gone ahead and compiled links to all of the top stories coming out of Cyborg vs. Holm, including breaking news, highlights, reactions, results, recaps, and more, all conveniently laid out in the UFC 219 wrap-up post below. Have at it. UFC 219, the fights. Live results and play-by-play. Chris Cyborg vs. Holm, highlights, fight recap. Khabib Nurmagomedov vs. Edson Barboza, highlights, fight recap. Dan Hooker vs. Mark Diakes, highlights, fight recap. Carla Esparza vs. Cynthia Calvillo, highlights, fight recap. Neil Magny vs. Carlos Condit, highlights, fight recap. UFC 219, post-fight housekeeping. Post-fight press conference video replay. Bonuses and awards. UFC 219 payout and salaries. Full list of Reebok payouts. UFC 219 prelims recap. What did UFC 219 mean for Conor McGregor? UFC 219, the morning after. Winners and losers. Next matches to make. What's next for Chris Cyborg? Mike Tyson in the house. Tony Ferguson reacts to Nurmagomedov Barboza. Some douchebag had an opinion. Other notable stories from this past weekend. Rise in World Grand Prix results. UFC 220, Myasic vs. Ngannou has an official trailer. UFC has a new logo, and it's laughably bad. Nate Marquardt retired from UFC/M.M.A. That should just about cover it. UFC will take a few weeks off, then come storming back on January 14th with another network televised fight card in the form of UFC Fight Night 124, Stevens vs. Choi, which takes place inside Scottrade Center in St. Louis, Missouri, live on Fox Sports 1. More on that card here. For even more upcoming UFC events, click here.